And police say they are confident the shooter was Lester Lee Flanagan. He left behind a lot of incriminating evidence via social media. Birshal Edmey is asking how damaging that would be had that suspect survived.
That's right, Katie, and as you mentioned, we do know that Lester Flanagan died from his self-inflicted gunshot wound. But if he did not, legal experts say he would be up against a very serious case and that he essentially, as you mentioned, again, incriminated himself through social media. Officials say during the shooting, Lester Flanagan recorded himself on what seems to be a GoPro camera or his phone. Again, we are choosing not to air that video. But in a still shot, you can see someone pointing the gun at the news team and the woman they were interviewing. Later, that video was posted onto his social media site. Flanagan also went on to describe a possible motive on Twitter. I spoke with Dayton defense attorney John Paul Ryan about whether all this could be considered evidence. He says yes, and that's because these are public domains. And so any person who does this would be facing really serious charges.
In this instance, it could have been a possible death penalty case. So it could have been the difference between, say, 15 or 20 years in prison to a death sentence. And that's an enormous difference, which the mitigation evidence would have been probably the only evidence that would have been relevant to the case.
John Paul Ryan also says because of the clear evidence here, the case would have gone from trying to prove what happened to a case trying to explain why and how it happened. Birshal Edmey, 5 on 2.